Hey, so I'm just gonna make a kind of a quick video here. Um, just kind of giving some updates on stuff, some cool shit that's happened. And I forgot the lighter. 1 second. My bad. Right. Yeah. So, anyways, first thing, I want to apologize about stupid ass hoodie. I mean, it's an inside joke. No, I do not work security or anything like that. But yeah, so making a video here, kind of in the house and stuff. It's pretty late here at night and everything. Um, I just want to talk about the past couple of days, really. And I think it's really important to find joy in the simple things. That's something I've mentioned in these videos and stuff quite a bit. Um, because kind of whenever you're on like a path, like I kind of am right now, um, it's these little small things that they just really fucking matter, you know? Well, with these small things too, it just makes everything like go a lot better and seem a lot better, right? Like I don't know, it's hard to explain in a way, but just take joy in the small things that happen and the little memories and stuff that you kind of create along the way. Because these are what's important. You can get really caught up in all the bullshit and monotony of everything, but I mean, really, it wasn't a whole lot of anything special. It's just these past couple of days have been great. I've really been enjoying life. Um, so other than just a few like little businessy trying to get shit taken care of as per usual, yesterday uh, it was my turn to wake up with our daughter and stuff. So I woke up early and I was kind of dozing back to sleep and shit a little bit. But there's a movie I've been wanting to watch forever. It's called The Witch or whatever. It's one with the fucking black goat in it and shit. And anyways, I'm no movie man, so I can't say if it's good or not. I enjoyed it for what it was. Um, but watch that like early, like before breakfast and shit, you know? And sometimes, like, honestly, my wife said something later on, and it makes so much sense. Is like, we just threw so many curveballs kind of in our schedule and what we do that it kind of like woke the universe up a little bit, I guess. Um, and maybe that's why yesterday was really good and today was pretty good. Um, because I never fucking watch movies, and I especially never watch movies in the morning. I can't even pretend to assume how long it's been since I watched a movie in the morning, like out of my own volition, not like a little kid, something on in the background for daughter and stuff. Um, it would be at least a decade or some shit, I would think, or something like that, right? So, um, so there's that. And next thing did was, of course, had breakfast, stuff like that, and then went outside, made some calls, and kind of got some wood and stuff in. And because it's been super fucking cold, that's why I'm on the inside and stuff tonight. But I'm speaking just a little bit more quiet where I am inside the house. I'm the only one awake and stuff. So hopefully it picks up all right. Eventually, I may invest in like one of the little microphone bullshitty things. Take the time to learn how to do that. But anyways, so done. Like I said, watched the movie, ate breakfast, got the wood in, made some calls. Then we got ready and went to town. Had to run like an errand or two and stuff, you know, whatever. And then went to Walmart. And honestly, it wasn't that busy. Um, we've got like all of our Christmas shopping, everything done now. Other than for the dogs and the donkey and stuff, I'm going to get them like some sandwich meat and donkey get him like a bag of apples or something a little closer to time. But just don't want any of it to ruin or anything or ruin, I should say. Sorry about the accent, but anyways, kind of in addition to that, had a really good time at Walmart. Like I said, it wasn't busy. Got a lot of shit done. Got to look at some stuff. I kind of just take our time in there, and wasn't as bad stressful as it usually is. And also, I finally got to go down to the or through the trading or TCG section and stuff. It was really fucking cool. They actually had a lot more than I was thinking. Like, first of all, the section is not very big, and then the other part is like sports cars nobody gives a fuck about. Well, they had, they actually had a lot of uh, like the Bandai stuff. Um, that had a couple different Digimon boosters and stuff. They didn't have any of the like starter decks and stuff. Um, if anybody's watched any of these other videos, they know I'm fucking with Digimon pretty heavy, and I'm really wanting to get a couple starters and stuff like that, and kind of play and stuff like that. Um, may just be playing myself, whatever. But I like to kind of learn to do that. I also had some Dragon Ball there, which was great. Which I'll touch on the story. I may have told it to some capacity. I'll tell it again in another one because it was like kind of a big marker in our life of cool things that we were doing. We were doing me and my wife. We we got real big in Dragon Ball Super card game whenever it was kind of new, and but anyways, that had some of that the newer stuff, the Fusion World or whatever. Which honestly, I just got done playing a game of it online here because I found out they have an online version of it, and they say that's different from the older one. But honestly, I mean, what little I played, I couldn't tell a lot of difference. I don't know. Maybe there's some different shit or whatever. Uh, but they had some of that, which is cool. Of course, they had some Yu-Gi-Oh, the structure decks and stuff like that. Um, so I got a buddy that's fucks pretty heavy with Yu-Gi-Oh. He's convinced me to download Master Duel and stuff like that. And I'm playing it a little bit. Um, and anyways, I'd like to. I just like them all, bro. Dragon Ball is probably the funnest one I ever played. Me and my wife fucked heavy Pokemon. They have very, very little Pokemon shit. It's like the only things that they have in anymore is like shit nobody would fucking want. Now, like they still had like the same two like starter decks or some shit that me and my wife got whenever we were first starting to play, which was over 3 years ago or something at this point, right? And it's like uh, they were about out at that time, right, of rotation. Of course, they had some magic and shit like that, but they actually had Union Arena, which is cool. Which I'm not gonna play it or anything, but I do enjoy it. They had like a full fucking pack of boost, like a full like box of boosters and stuff like that for the the Nikki and stuff like that, which is crazy. Um, I explained to my wife the appeal of that game and shit is funny, but but yeah, I didn't see any Digimon starters. Most of the Bandai stuff, it was all like just boosters and stuff. Um, but the main thing found was on the very bottom shelf, they had the Riftbound starters there. And my buddy works at Walmart, and I was actually asking him a couple days before, like, bro, have you playing Riftbound or anything? You fucked around with that? Because I know he likes the League of Legends stuff, which I've never played the game. It doesn't look like anything I'd like, right? But I do love TCGs. I like the universe of it all. I mean, um, but I was like, fuck, because they were kind of slid over to a part that said like $30. I was like, fuck, I'd have to, whatever. So, anyways, I didn't get it, but I messaged him like as soon as I could. I was like, bro, they got this and stuff. And like I said, I seen him there at Walmart. He works there and stuff. And he messaged me back a little bit later after I got home. He's like, yeah, dude, thanks for telling me whatever. I went and bought two of them. And I was like, fuck. I was sitting there the rest of the night. I was like, God damn it, I should have just spent the money and got one, right? Whatever. And they must have just been pretty fresh set up there because there's only one that had been removed from like the package, like the they only one person bought it and stuff, right? So and anyways, which I'll continue with that. But anyways, then the rest of the night I just spent time with my family and I just really enjoyed it, like and we had a great time. We always come up here to this room and stuff to kind of vibe and you know. Play games, watch anime, do stuff like that at night after our daughter goes to bed for a little bit, and it was just a really chill, relaxing trip as far as could be. Oh, one of the biggest things that happened too is after we got done at Walmart, we went to McDonald's, and I got the Grinch meal. Of course, I tried that pickle salt stuff. It's pretty fucking weird. I didn't much like it. I love Big Mac, so I got that. And anyway, so that's cool. Of course, gave my wife socks and everything. And then we all ate. And it was just like a chill, nice time. I enjoyed it. And then so yeah, I mean McDonald's good as fuck. I love McDonald's, whatever. Um, then today, what happened was, of course, it was my turn to sleep in. I always sleep late as fuck. Um, I got to catch up on it. And so got up and kind of spent some time with the family a little bit. Then I went outside and kind of got a few things accomplished and stuff like that. I was kind of needing to do because I was having to clear out a spot in the barn because getting ready to start tearing down on that trailer and stuff and hauling all that over and stuff. And not to mention, I've got two other stacks of wood that I've got to fucking get completed and stuff, and going to be bringing some more in this weekend from another place. But anyways, so kind of cleaned that out a little bit. Got the vise because I had it set up in the barn as old post vise and stuff. And I got it set up in my building so I can use it. Um, and also just spent some time with my wife and stuff out there. She's making a Yule log and stuff for Yule, which is great. And anyway, so just kind of came back in, played some video games for a little bit, and chill. I was playing Call of Duty and a new one, and just really enjoyed that. And then we had supper, and supper was really good today. I mean, it always is, but I don't know. It's just these cold days where we got the wood stove rolling, and just spending time with the family and stuff like that. I just fucking love it. This is literally what I'm meant to be doing. And yeah, so there's that, and then my buddy came over, the one that works at Walmart that got those decks and stuff. And he got the Jinx and the Victor starter decks and stuff. We played a couple games and everything like that. And anyways, it's pretty fun. I mean, his a bit complicated, but there's always a learning curve. And honestly, it's one of those games where it's kind of got a little bit extra going on, it seems like. But it's not bad. Like, and I enjoyed it. Um, like I said, I really liked it. And anyways, he ended up giving me the Jinx starter deck, which was the one I was wanting and stuff, and which was fucking awesome. So now I just got to convince my wife to play and get her one going. But all the while, I'm still going to be on search for Digimon. That's the main fucking thing um, for now. But we always talk. Once we got this shit kind of wrapped up, we can blow some money. We're going to definitely get back into Pokemon. Reason I don't fuck with Dragon Ball right now is there's no place like Game Shop or anything within like an hour drive or whatever that plays it or anything. So it's not like we could do like a thing. But anyways, though, so done that. Then um, after he left, we came upstairs and kind of had our watch anime and chill out time. The main thing is the iPad here. My ass about lost it. I had it in my fucking truck outside. I can't even remember how it got to that point. It's fucking crazy. And but anyway, so it got lost. But it spent like an hour searching for it. It's crazy. But we finally found it, and then got to watch a little bit of anime. And I watched her play The Witcher and stuff, and then after she went to bed. You know, I always stay up a little bit longer and stuff like that. And I got to play round of cards and stuff like that on on the Dragon Ball online simulator and stuff like that. And here I am just kind of chilling making this video. So tomorrow's going to be another day of a little bit more downtime, just kind of cleaning some shit up around the barn and stuff, getting everything kind of ready for that. And yeah, you know, just kind of looking forward to all that. And got some bigger things to kind of start working on. Uh, Most of it's going to really start next week and stuff. But, you know, I've just kind of been enjoying these few days, you know, and it's been pretty good, you know, but I've enjoyed it. Anyways, hope you guys have been, if anybody watches this, hope you all have a good day. You've been enjoying life and just kind of doing what you got to do, you know. But as stupid and cliche as all that sounds, but it's been nice, you know, having these days like this just is really wonderful. And I'm so thankful to have them. I'm so thankful for my family and, you know, being able to do things like this. This is what makes me happy. This is what I've been striving for to do this whole fucking time, anyways. So, anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And, anyways, see y'all then.